What's up, guys? This is a tour of the city of Baltimore. To find this place, you're gonna open up your map, make it bigger so that you can see something. We are on the PVE side, the East Island. People have spoken to me about the red zone, the orange zone, whatever. I don't know anything about that stuff. All I know is we are on the East Island. We are in the PVE place and we are not going anywhere else. Click this regions thing. We are in the north of Crimstad. You can swim across water, just don't be overloaded. I suggest the first thing you do is make a fishing rod so that you can fight a wolf or something. If you see one, you just kite it backwards like gamers have been doing for decades, and smack it when it step forward and smack it when it gets in its animation. If you see one and can't get away from it, if you see any humanoids, stay away from them. Yeah, they're pretty nasty. You can't really kite them. But anyway, it can take some time to get here. To find the place, you're going to press this scale thing, this scales of justice looking thing. And you see City of Baltimore. You can just mouse over them like this, or you can type in this trade, this magnifying thing here, and it's case sensitive. And then hit this, and then mine, you can't see it because I'm right up on it, but you'll see a dot on the map where the trade post is, and then you'll be able to find us. Some people have trouble with that, but if you press the regions button, which is this star, and you will see, you can look at these bends in the river, you can kind of see where we are here. And I'll zoom in, you can pause the video and look at the features of the land. Anyway, I'm sending you this instead of giving you a personal tour because I've went and got people, brung them horses to walk them here, and I've given people so many tours, and so many people didn't work out. I mean, we've had some people work out, and it's great. Some people work out for a while and then don't come back. Some people work out long term, but going through all the trouble to get people here and then they don't work out, it gets old. It gets old after a while. So I'm just gonna make this video, and if you feel like I'm not showing you enough attention by showing you this video, then it's just not gonna work out. Obviously, we're gonna want you to have a mic if you come here, because none of us wants to type all day. Most people do what this person has done right here. You hold control and press F4. While he's flattening out his claim, he just flattens out enough for his house and puts his house there. That way, if he dies, he'll have somewhere to come back to. He doesn't have to come way back across the map. He's chosen to be a farmer profession as his day job. The downtown area everybody has access to. This is what's here now. We call it downtown. It's a communal area. It's, all the stuff down there is ADQ, all the non-movable stuff. Got a blacksmith station. A bunch of iron is in there. Place to repair your weapons, a warehouse to store your stuff, wood storage, trade post so you can sell your stuff and make money right here. A cooking station, all kind of storage, and obviously we'll make you the stuff that you need making. Wagons, carts, barrels. That's the benefit of joining us. You don't have to, take all the building skills. We can set down the buildings for you if you feel like you want to build them on your own property, or you can just come downtown and use them here. We only have one rule here, really, and that's don't mess up the road. Obviously, use your head. We don't want you going around being a dick to everybody. And to not mess up the road, you'll have to keep in mind things like this. Like downtown, we had to build a good ways away from the road because it's elevated so much, you know, even though it's 1, 2, 3, 4 squares back, that still comes out a good distance. And almost, it really does kind of mess up the road a little tiny bit. But, you want to watch out for that. Don't do that. So, where can you build? Anywhere, really. You'll see, like, this person came and stayed a while and left. He didn't work out. I mean, that happens sometimes. We got a claim here that's not full size. Watch out for claims that aren't full size. They're obviously going to expand, so give them room to do that. This is the city forest right here. This is where you can pull any kind of lumber you need. And don't worry about what cue the trees are. Just pull one or pick apples or nuts or whatever you need. That's if you just don't want to get them from downtown. Down there is higher cue trees and stuff, so we don't want you going down there without talking to us, because if you're not the high queue enough to mess with them, then you'll mess up the queue. There's a queue system. It's complicated. Don't get butthurt over it. It's just the way the game is. So there's a lot of room all over the place for people to be or live, but you'll want to talk to us before you come over here. As far as a day job, nobody has a boss over here, so you don't have to pick a day job and like help the city out or anything. But you can come over here and like there's a barrel full of food that you can take out of. Like little things like that. Food's pretty easy to come by. We don't care if you take little things, but if if you come on and there's a lot of stuff missing and you're using a lot of resources and not giving nothing back, then that's when we're going to think about closing downtown to you. Other than that, we'd be happy to have you for the most part. But we definitely want to have a conversation with you before you come over in voice. Alright, homie. If this sounds good to you, then let me know. And I want to add, for people who want to ask us for how many people we are, how many people are here, if you're not planning on helping recruit, then that shouldn't be a question that you're asking me. And if you are planning on helping to recruit, then really that shouldn't be a question that you're asking me. Because all the stuff you see here, I mean, this doesn't really look like much, but this was 80Q. This took hours and hours. This took, oh man, it was like 5 to 8 hours to get the stuff to get this, and like another 5 hours to get the stuff to get this, and that's just those two items. And then you're talking about to get the stuff to get this. It took a long time to get the stuff to get all this stuff here. And then there's more stuff over here. And then there's all this digging out, all this communal stuff that everybody can use, and the roads. And I remember riding across the map twice to get the stuff for these two things. It was so crazy. Recruiting is relatively easy. You watch you're in the chats for the world chat, and some new person comes on and asks questions, and you talk to them for like 2 seconds, and you say, "Hey, are you playing solo? Or are you looking for maybe like looking for a group to make things easier on yourself?" And that's how recruiting goes. But for some reason, all the recruiting has fallen on me. So I mean, if you're not planning on doing something like that, then there's no reason for you to ask me how many people are here, because that's a really easy thing for you to do. It takes like 2 seconds when all this stuff took a massive amount of work. And if you are planning on doing that, then it doesn't take long. For you to put something on Reddit, say, "Hey, we're looking for people." It doesn't take long. For me, I'm already doing this stuff all the time. There's so many things I'm doing with this, and you're gonna come into a system that's already going. So for real, recruiting for you, it would be not much at all for you to do. So yeah, you shouldn't be asking me how many of us there are. Uh, if you want to come on and there is how many of us there is, which I don't know how many there will be at the time that you come on. But if you want to make it more, it doesn't take much. You just talk to people in world chat, and I don't mean typing all day because I don't do that. But while I'm playing the game, I have the chat on, and I look at it every now and then. I don't stare at it. I'm not like a librarian looking at it all day, every 10 seconds or anything like that. But the chat is on while I'm doing things, and I look at it from time to time. And when I see some new person talking about stuff, or sometimes they'll even ask, "Hey, how do I join a clan?" And then I talk to them. But, you know, most people, they just come here and they don't even get in the world chat. They just turn the chat off, which is fine. But, I definitely wouldn't want somebody like that asking me how many people are here. It's a team mentality. It's not a you come here and everybody does everything for you mentality. That includes recruiting. And just so you know, I get tired of working sometimes, so I may ease off of recruiting because I have a million things to do. So people get busy. People, they end up going to school, they get sick, they get married, they have a child, they blah blah blah. Life happens. Any game, any clan, any group you do, I've learned that if you don't keep adding people, that your clan, your group dies. So constant recruiting is a necessity, and it's a pain in the ass when you're doing everything else too. So just know that if you do decide to never look at the chat like pretty much everybody else does, that membership will be slow, and that's just how it goes.